Hi, I'm Fred Galves, and I am a co-author on Evidence, a Contemporary Approach, with two co-authors, Sydney Beckman and Susan Crump. Well, I wrote this book because I was very frustrated with other books where I thought the cases were too long and the book was too long. Some of them are 1,000 pages. We tried to keep this down to 700 pages so that the students could read most of the book during their class. Also, the contemporary approach, it's online, and that way the students could look at it both reading the book or go online, and there are many types of features that the book has that many other books don't have. Not only can you go online and get other types of information, or you can get the full cases or statutes or things like that, but we do many call-out boxes so that students, as they're reading the case, can understand certain terms of art or put the case in context. And so we thought it would be very helpful for the students to have a book like that. There are a lot of books on the market, but I guess what makes ours different is that it tends to be shorter. The cases are more tightly edited so that they can demonstrate the rule or the exception to the rule of evidence. We also include the rules of evidence as an appendix, and students appreciate that, so they don't have to buy another book as a supplement for the advisory committee notes and the rules. So our book is different in that way, but probably the biggest way it's different is just what the name implies, a contemporary approach. Students are used to being on the internet or on their cell phones, and this is a good way to get information across to them because it's delivered in a format that they're used to and they feel very comfortable with. We've edited the cases even more tightly so that students can understand the point that's being made by the cases instead of having to read a very long and involved case. We've also added the rules and the new stylized rules and did a side-by-side comparison because that's very helpful for students to see those comparisons. With respect to our teacher's manual, we put a lot of energy and effort into it. In fact, it's very long and very involved. To a certain degree, we go into each case, explain it, we give hypotheticals, we give examples, we talk about certain questions that you'd bring up. Also, in all of our points for discussion where we ask questions or give hypotheticals, we go through them and meticulously answer those so that you can look at our answers and compare them with your own. What I love about being a law professor is that every year I learn something. I loved, being a student and learning, and it's a life of learning. Every time students come up with a different take or a different understanding or a different argument, I really enjoy that give and take in the classroom. I enjoy also when students' faces light up when they're struggling so hard and I feel like I can help them. You know, one of the problems with law school is that there traditionally has been this adversarial relationship with the student to try and push them, and there is a certain value to the Socratic method. But I like the idea of trying to be more like a coach and helping students. The material is difficult enough, and so instead of me against the student in an adversarial way, I actually look at it as the student and I against the material, kind of like we're team members and we're learning together, where it's not just me in a hierarchical way teaching the student, but we're learning together.